Alternative medicines and therapy for pain can be key for many people who are suffering from constant or reoccurring pain. For some, using compounding pharmacies instead of a traditional pharmacy can make all the difference. So what is that difference? Dana Reed-Kane with Reed Compounding Pharmacy is here to join us with some answers. Dana, it's so good to have you back.
Thank you.
Important information for a lot of people because some people may think this isn't an option for them. So let's start with the difference between the traditional pharmacy and a compounding pharmacy.
So a compounding pharmacy is, back to the old days where pharmacists actually used to make medications for patients. So when you go to a traditional pharmacy, on every corner, they take pills out of bottles, count them, and talk to you about how to use them. In a compounding pharmacy, we actually make things from scratch. We typically start from a raw powder ingredient, we weigh it out precisely, and we add it into whichever dosage form that's prescribed for you. Maybe it's a capsule, a cream, a suspension that may be flavored specifically for you. And we can also avoid ingredients that you may be allergic to, like dyes, preservatives, allergens, such as that. And it has to be done by a prescription, so it's not like you can just walk in and say, hey, can you make this for me? It is highly regulated and we do have to have a prescription, but oftentimes we can help talk to your provider to help you get that prescription.
And some of the doctors are being asked by some of their patients that they would like a compounding pharmacy when it comes to their medicine. Is that what you're hearing from people?
Yes, we have a lot of patients that are seeking out alternatives that are customized for them. One thing in particular, we're talking about pain today, is low-dose naltrexone. It's a medication that's been available on the market for years, but it's typically prescribed for people with opioid or alcohol dependence at a high dose. And researchers have found at a fraction of the dose, just about 1 or 2 or even 3 or 4 milligrams, that it may help patients with pain. And it's typically found that it works on opioid receptors and it may also work on the immune system. So we're seeing prescribers write prescriptions for patients that are in pain, especially that have immune system disorders, maybe rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, Hashimoto's disease, but also patients that have maybe chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, or other chronic pain disorders.
Hashimoto's disease, I have heard recently in the news, and many of us may suffer from it and not even know it, but it's nice to know that this is specifically made for you because not one medicine fits everyone. Is that right?
Exactly. So in a compounding pharmacy, we make the dose that's right for you and we customize it in the dosage form and we avoid all the ingredients that you may not be able to take.
So really, in a way, you're addressing other problems at the same time because you're taking out some things that may interact with some of the other health issues that the patient may be having. So speaking of patients, do you make compounding pharmacy type medicines for dogs or cats, different kinds of animals?
We do. We make medicine for dogs, cats, ferrets, rabbits, whatever animal you have at home. A lot of times it's hard to medicate your animals. And so, it's hard to give a pill to, especially a cat. And so, a lot of patients will come in and say, how can you help me with this? And one of the common things that we'll do is make it into a liquid form that we can flavor. We can make it chicken, liver, beef, fish. So it's easier to give to your medicine. We even make a topical that you can apply in the inside of a cat's ear. If you're not able to get anything in their mouth, you can actually walk up and pet them in their ear and apply the medication in their ear.
Yeah, because that is a huge challenge, especially when they have to take daily medicine. Like that is the thing that we do in our family every day because I have a golden retriever and he has valley fever, which is pretty common here in the desert. We have to give him pills twice a day and I have to figure out different ways to wrap it because he's not going to take it unless I do. So that's nice to hear, especially when it's like usually cheese, which he gains weight easily. It's just this constant problem.
Right. No, we may be able to make it into a liquid and flavor it. If he likes beef, we could make it a beef suspension. And then, a lot of dogs, you can just put it on a spoon and they'll lick it out of a spoon because it tastes good.
It's helping so many people, including our family pets.
Yes.
Love that. Thank you so much, Dana, for being here today.
All right.
And if you'd like to find out more about Reed's Compounding Pharmacy, you can visit reedsrx.com or you can call them at 520-318-4421.